This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Almost we are coming to the end of SQL Server. We have a few more topics left. Okay, so indexes and triggers, cursors, functions. Okay, so what are the topics that you should learn to crack the interview as part of SQL Server? Okay, so what are the topics that you're supposed to learn? So the topics they're supposed to learn is from SQL Server point of view, if you wanted to crack the interview, and if you follow my videos, my notes, 99% of interview questions you can crack. You don't go anywhere else, I'm telling you. Whether you're having 3 or 5 or 10 years of experience, it doesn't matter. Don't go anywhere. Clear? Follow my videos, and especially for MSBI and the SQL Server, you don't go any other channel at all. Clear? Follow my videos, my stuff. You can crack, 99% interview questions very, very easily. Clear? So, what are the topics that you should learn to crack the interview? Queries. Inside queries, you should know complete, the case studies you should have completed. Now, joins, subqueries, correlation subqueries, and the tricky questions, right? All of them. Ranking functions. The second one is that stored procedures. Okay, stored procedures you should know very well. It's not very complicated stored procedures. Only thing is that why stored procedures and how to write complex stored procedures. And what is input parameter, what is output parameter, what is return statement, what is exception handling, what is the try catch blocks, only these things. Okay, the next topic is indexes. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 videos in this weekend, so watch indexes videos, and you take the notes without fail. Okay, this is the next topic. If you know, learn these 3 topics very well. And fourth topic is, yesterday we have completed temp tables versus CTE versus table variable. Okay, this is one topic, small topic. In all the interviews, you will get compulsory questions. Temp tables versus common table expressions versus table variables. Clear? So if you know these 4 topics, if you know these 4 topics, 99 point interview questions you should be able to answer. Clear? The next one you should study SSIS. In SSIS, they'll ask you what are the transformations you have implemented. So look for some transformations. Okay. So transformations. Okay. Transformations like we use lookup, right? We use lookup. Then we use derived column, right? And we use conditional split. Okay. Then we say merge versus compulsory question. Merge versus union all they'll ask you merge versus merge join. Okay, compulsory questions these are okay. So look up and blah blah blah. And what is multicast? Okay, multicast. So these things you should know very well. And what is a incremental loading, and how did you do this? And the next one they'll ask you incremental loading, then how to debug a SSIS package if you get an issue. Okay, and how do you implement logging. Okay, then if you get bad data, what will you do? If you get bad data, what will you do? Okay, so these are the questions will be asked. Do you know how to deploy the package? Do you know how to deploy SSIS package? Okay, so few concepts we need to cover in SSIS. So do you know how to deploy? What is a checkpoint in SSIS? Okay, and what is the breakpoint in SSIS? So these I need to cover, okay? So breakpoint in SSIS and what is SCD transformation, okay? And so these are the things. So maximum these questions are asked, okay? So maximum these questions are asked. So make sure that you know what is the size of the data you're dealing. We'll say that every month we'll get 200 GB of data. Now, what is the size of data warehouse? Okay, data warehouse. So every month when you get 200 GB, 10 years of data, 1 year of data, 2.4, 10 years of data, some 20, but we can say some 10 terabytes of data in data warehousing. It is having lost 5 or 10 years of data. Clear? So people will ask you all these things. Okay. So these are the things that you should know at least to crack the interviews, right? So what is the latest version of SQL Server that you have used? So you can say that 2019 or 2017. What is your team size? What is your team size in the current project? Clear? You can tell them that we are 7 people, 7 guys in the team, right? So what is your team size means? You have a team lead. I would have told you, right? So you have a team lead. So this is the team lead. Under that, this is you know your team I'm talking about. Okay. So not this. Okay, this. So this guy is a team lead. Okay. This is a senior software engineer. This guy is also senior software engineer. This guy is also senior software engineer. Right. So one, two, three, four, and this is you, five. Okay. This is you, software engineer, and this is also one more friend. This is also one more friend. Clear? So this is you, software engineer. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And a TL will report to assistant manager. Assistant manager will report to manager. Manager will have a lot of projects, but team lead and everything, this is what is you. Clear? And a team lead will have more than greater than 7 to 8 years of experience. These people are greater than 5 years, and you people are 0 to some 3 to 4. Clear? So that is what is your experience. Clear? So what is the team size? It is 7. Clear? Or 8, whatever it is. So 8 means you have one more guy is going to work under this senior software engineer. So that is the question people would ask you. Clear? And tell me about your project. Okay, so tell me about your project. You should do one project, otherwise you will not be able to answer anything here. Tell me the challenges which you faced in the current project. All these are completely real-time project based questions. So tell me the challenges which you have faced, okay, which you faced in the current project, and how did you resolve them? So these questions need to be answered with the help of project experience. Okay, how did you resolve them, right? So now these things you cannot answer until and unless you do a project. Then tell me, the data warehousing architecture of the current project. Clear? So you have a data warehouse, right? So how the dimension tables, how the factor tables are there. Tell me the data warehousing architecture about this. Clear? So explain me one SSIS package from starting to end. Package from start to end. So how do you create? How did you create and what tables you have taken and how did you load the data to the staging? And how did you load the data to the data warehousing? Explain one package from starting to end. Clear? And how many SSIS packages you have created so far? Clear? And what are the best practices? What are the best practices of SSIS packages? Right? How do you how do you increase performance of SSIS package? Guys, so how do you increase performance of SSIS package? Clear? So most of the questions will be asked from SSIS. Clear? And most of the questions will be from SQL Server. If you crack these questions, 99% you can get a job. So maximum, I think I would have covered. If not, we are going to cover, and so definitely you should know what are blocked transformations. Okay, what are blocked transformations? And they may give you one or two scenarios, right? So they may give you one or two scenarios. So no profiling and all, nobody will ask. Profile that is useless. Okay, don't worry about it. So what are blocked transformations? Clear? So these are the important questions. These you should not leave from SSIS angle. Okay. So remember this, and if I get something, I'll give you. But don't go into YouTube and Google. They'll have a lot of useless questions. So don't read everything. So then SSRS now. So what is SSRS? You can tell. They'll ask you types of reports you have created, right? Types of reports means we'll say drilling down. So then we'll say drill through, right? Then drill through, drilling down difference and sub reports, then parameter reports, right? So all these things you should be able to answer. And what is cascading cascade parameter, right? Now, these are the things people would ask you. Do you know how to create subscriptions to send the mails? Okay. And subscriptions, one is called standard and data driven subscription. Okay. So you need to look into it to deliver the report. Okay. So what are the data sources which you have used? Yeah, here also people would ask you from where you get the data, or will say what are the data that sources which you have used. Okay, so you can tell them that flat file, or we can say Excel. Flat file means what? Flat file means it could be CSV files. Okay, CSV files, most of the time. Okay, CSV files, comma separated values, and Excel files and SQL Server. And if you have any other knowledge, you can tell them that I have used Oracle, or if you use MySQL, then you have used MySQL. Okay, people may ask you, did you anytime used XML? You can say that I never used XML and everything. So you can say at least these three: flat file, Excel, SQL Server, blah blah blah. Okay, how do you get the data? People would ask you that, right? So how do you get the files? So you can say shared folders. Shared folders will be there. So, or you can get the data from FTP servers. We can use FTP task and download the data. Clear? So, people would ask you, did you ever use, or do you know scripting or .NET? Okay, .NET script task. Clear? And yes, we know .NET, right? For simple, you know, automations we have done. The other day I have given you few uh, examples, right? Whether the folder has files or not, whether given whether the given file is having data or not. I think Saujanya has given me some code. I need to look into that. So Saujanya, thank you. So you're printing something, right? Don't print anything there because we are not going to print anything in the .NET. So only we need to write if that file is having data or not. You need to take one variable. Okay. So is data available or not? You make it a true. Saujanya, are you getting? And with the help of that, we can write if the file does not have any value, then we'll be logging into that. Okay. Don't print anything. You are saying message dot show. So that I don't need. You modify the script and resend it to me. You take a variable, Boolean variable. If the given file has data, then you make it a true, else no. So that is one thing you need to modify. And the next one, whether the file received today or not. So that is also don't show any message box and say again make it a true or false. Are you getting my point? So based on that, flag, then we can say it is a today's file. If the today's file, we can take it. So if the today's file, you need to pick the file from there. You need to pass it to the desk. Okay. So that either you need to get the path of the file or you need to get this is today's file, something like this. You need to bring that out and that has to go down. Clear? So this is what you create in SSS package and send it to me. Clear? You need to create three packages. So one is that uh, whether it is a today's file or not. So on process only today's files and you take some 2 to 3 files and create a package and it has to work. Okay, send me the package since you know, right? So you can just Google it if you want to do it. And that kind of a small, scripting. Don't, show any message box, everything in your .NET code. So do you know .NET script task and difference between, okay? Difference between script task versus script component, right? Component, right? So these questions you should know very well. And here, what are the sources you have used? So that means you can tell them that we have used OLTP and we have used MDX queries. That is a cube. Using cube, we are getting MDX queries. So these are the sources we are writing. OLTP means what? Right? What you write? You write normal queries. Okay. And people may ask you how many reports you have created. You can say, tell them that many, approximately 200 plus reports I have created, 300 plus reports I have created, something like this. Clear? And so, and how do you give alternate row color? Okay, how do you provide alternate row color? Okay, in SSRS reports. Then how do you deploy? Okay, how do you deploy SSRS reports? All these things been covered. Okay, how do you deploy SSRS reports? And that's it. So very few questions you may get in SSRS. Then they'll ask you what is the they'll ask you what is the complete experience that you have it. Clear? So these are the things that you need to practice, guys, if you wanted to go in for interview. What is the total experience? They'll ask you. Total experience you can show minimum 3.52. Okay, in India especially, you can say up to 4 years. Don't go beyond that. Okay, 4.6 or 5 maximum. Okay, so that is sufficient for you. Even though you have 5 years of gaps, you can tell them that initially I was into some other, non-IT company, or I was a faculty initially. So something like this, you can tell them. Okay. So 3.5 to 6, 4.6 years. And if you need any documentation for this, please let me know. And you can tell them that what is the total years of experience. You can tell them that 3.5 years of experience in the current domain. And SSIS, same 3.5 years or 4.5 years I'm working. And SSRS also, you can tell them that I'm working almost 3 years. And SQL means writing, store, process, everything, almost 3.5 years. So this is how you need to say what is the total experience. You can say 3.5 or 4, and you can tell them like that. Clear? And rating also they'll ask out of 5. Out of 5, you can say like this. So what is 4.2 out of 5. And SQL also you can say 4 out of 5. If they ask you, it is simply double. If you ask the out of 10 means 8 by 10. Okay, this is what is your experience. This is, you can say, 8.5 out of 10 because I am very good in SSIS. I have created at least some 100 plus packages, right? This is also 8 out of 10. Clear? Do you have any exposure into SSIS? Yeah, I know basics. I never worked on real time in the current project, current experience. I know the basic knowledge, how to create a cube, how to deploy a cube, because I have learned. I never implemented as part of my project. So in the current project, so you can tell them that you include 2 projects in your CV. Don't put more than 2. Okay. So 2 projects more than sufficient for you. So you copy paste the projects and include 2 projects. You can tell them that in the first project, I am working for last 2 years. Okay. Last 2 years, I am working for this project, and 2 projects only put it. So out of that first project, so you can say the first project will be current project, last 2 years. Then the second project, okay, second project you can say one and a half year. That's a total 5.0 years of experience. So in the first and second project, you include SQL and SSIS and SSRS responsibilities. So in this also you can have SSIS and SSRS and these responsibilities. Am I clear? So that's it. So what is the total experience that you have? And currently, where are you working? You can keep any company. You can keep any company, doesn't matter. So you can say that I'm currently working for Accenture company, or I may be currently working for this. And the salary package is also they'll ask you what is the salary that you're currently drawing. Okay. So salary that you're currently drawing, minimum 6.5 lakhs. Okay, in Indian currency I'm talking about. You can say, and what is your expected salary? Right, expected salary, you ask the minimum 9 to 10 lakhs, not below that. I'm telling you, okay? Don't ask less. If you ask less, they think that this girl or this guy doesn't have good knowledge. So you're not demanding money. So expected salary is I'm getting 6.5 lakhs and I am expecting 10 to 11 lakhs or 10 lakhs minimum. Clear? So what is your notice period? Right? That is also how soon you can join. So you can tell them that. So because of pandemic, I lost a job last month. Okay. So because of pandemic, what? I lost a job. My contract is over. I lost a job, right? I lost a job last month. Okay. So last month, so your immediate joiner, you can say like that, immediate joiner. You can join so immediately. So when did you came out from that previous company? So I lost a job last month. When? So they may ask you. So I lost a job in January 20 itself. Okay, 2021. Currently, I'm not having anything. So I'm at my hometown. So I don't have anything. Last month, the 20 is my last working day because of pandemic. The company lost the project and my team is also lost jobs. And since I'm a third party payroll to some other company. Clear? So your immediate joiner, you can join in 1 week's time. Am I clear? So maximum 1 week's time. So did you have any other offers? I don't have any other offers. I have given the interviews, but a couple of rounds I have completed. So as of now, I don't have anything in my hand. Clear? Okay. In your CV, you can mention. So current company. So current company is so current company could be anything else, right? Current company, you can say that currently I'm working for Accenture, Hyderabad or Bangalore. Okay. So this is the current company. So from this company only you came out. When did you come out? You come out. Why did you come out? Because of pandemic. You can tell them like that. So do you have any notice period? So I don't have any notice period because I'm not working currently. Something like that. Okay. So if you put next month, probably in March, right? So you can tell them that when did you come out? You can tell them that February, 25th I came out, something like this. Because March, if you try to put it, so last month I came out, February 25th, my last working day I came out, something like this. You can just bluff them. So currently working for this company, last 3.5 years you're working for, and on the payroll of one more payroll company should have it, right? So payroll company, you may take it from me, or you can ask Umapati, my team, they'll give you. Payroll company should have it. But in your CV, you need to mention currently I'm working for Accenture Hyderabad since you can say June 2016 to something like this. Okay, June 2016 to till date. Single company put it. Is it direct payroll company? People may ask, it is not direct payroll company. This is third party payroll. So what is the payroll company? So that payroll company may be ABC. Clear? So this ABC company is going to make the payment to you, and you are working for Accenture, or you may be, Mindtree, some company name you need to mention in your CV. That's it. Clear? So, so this payroll company actually, it is 1 month notice period. Since you lost the job in Accenture, so Accenture contract is over. You don't have any job because of pandemic. The last working day is this one. So you're immediate joiner. So when they ask you notice period, you need to write only like this. So I'm the immediate joiner. Okay. So why? Because I lost the job, blah, blah, blah. The reasons I have mentioned, right? So these are the reasons you need to tell them in the for the HRs. That's it. Then they'll have interviews and everything. Clear? So this is how you have to prepare yourself. And initially, you may be failing for one or two rounds of interview. That's fine. So at least you need to fail. Okay. So initially 3 to 4 rounds of interview, and you definitely watch my joints videos and a lot of other videos I made it, right? So that you need to watch, and especially Nitish, and Accenture is now opened with fresher openings. Okay, you send me your CV, Nitish. So Accenture and IBM
Yeah, yes, sir.
company is opened with a lot of job opportunities. We're also placing the freshers. If you have 2019 2020 passed outs, please let me know so that we can place them minimum 4.5 lakhs of salary packages. Clear? So if you have any friends, let them know. We are doing placements to those guys, freshers guys. So Nitesh is a fresher, right? You can do that immediately. And last week we got a couple of offers for freshers, 4.5 lakhs in Accenture, IBM, and Cognizant is going to happen next week. Clear? So don't go here and there. If you need placements and everything, whether it is a lateral entry or fresher entries, okay, please come to us so that we are there to do the placements for you guys. Okay, so no worries. So these are the things that you have to do it. Okay, so if you have any questions, so you ask me. Otherwise, these are the things. If you practice my subject, you will be able to crack MSBI interview very, very easily. No need to worry about. People may ask you, do you know anything, any Power BI? So what is your future expectations? You can tell them that I did not get the opportunity to work with Power BI or Azure, but definitely I wanted to learn Power BI, Azure, Python to grow in the ladder. People may ask, what is your, what is that you're expecting? Uh, People may ask, right? So, what is the expectations from this company? One is that definitely I wanted to work in Power BI because I never worked on Power BI. I know what is a Power BI and all, but I don't have any practical approach to Power BI and Azure and latest technologies, Azure data science, and so these are the things I am looking to work with. Okay, you can tell them that Python, Azure is the cloud computing, right? So instead of storing the data locally, we hire a machine and we're going to be loading the data into Azure platform. These are the things I am planning to work. Clear? You can tell them that what is that you wanted to be after 5 years or after 10 years means you can tell them that. What is that you're good in? So you can tell them that I'm good in SQL Server, I'm good in SSIS and SSRs, but not in SSAS. Clear? So this is what you should do it. And MSBI project batches, you can ask my team, right? So they are, scheduling batches, you call them. So 9642143942. And if you go to my website, you can just watch the latest schedules and everything, right? So you can just go to this one. So you can just let me check. I don't know what is schedules. Go online trainings. So you can go to the website and you can just call them. Okay. So if you go to new batches, so you will be able to get what is MSBA project. It is 6th March, 7:30 p.m. They're planning. Okay. So this is a schedule. You just ping them. If you have any questions, you can just ping them and you can ask them. So these are the questions, and right, you can just call. This is my number already. You know it. So these are the numbers. You can just reach them. Okay. And you can also reach contact as space. So the teams will be there. Okay. This is the number also, you can have it. These numbers, you can just follow them and you call them. Okay. So guys, so this is one more number, just you can use it. Clear? So the new batches, everything will be there. And so these are the things, guys. And this week we got almost 4 to 5 offer letters, right? Two people from MSBA project batch and two people from the previous batch. Okay. And yeah. So any other questions, guys? We'll stop the class, and from Monday we'll start with stored procedures. Okay. So today we had seen how to get ready with the interviews and everything, and these are the questions. These things, I'll post in the this file. I'm going to be posting in your SQL Server, right? So you just download it. So under T-SQL. So this is interview questions. Okay. So SQL, SSIS, and SSRS. Clear? So definitely, I strongly recommend to attend MSBA project. Otherwise, cracking is very, very difficulty. People can easily catch you. You don't have any project exposure. Clear? So thank you, guys. Any other questions? If you have it, please let me know. Apart from this, if you have any other interview questions, that you wanted to handle. So maximum time we covered this, and if you have any other questions, you are welcome. Guys, any other questions we have? So get ready with SSIS and SSRS, and along with SQL. I'll be posting indexes videos today. You just watch them clearly from Monday, because tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we don't have classes. Saturday and Sunday we don't have, right? So from Monday, so next 3 4 days will be dealing with only stored procedures, right? So after that we have triggers 2 days, and the functions 1 or 2 days, and user defined functions 2 days, triggers 2 days, cursors 2 days. That's it. Okay. So these are the topics left. Another, week maximum, topics will get over. Clear? Yeah. Thank you, guys. And the next SQL Server batch is going to start March, right? If you have any friends, let them know. March 6th, I think we are having new SQL Server batch. Okay. The demo will be on March 6th, 2021. It is Saturday, 8 a.m. But regular classes will happen not at 8 a.m. So from Monday, it will be at 6:30 in the morning. Okay, if you have any friends, so let them know that we are starting a new batch. So these are the timings. And if you miss these classes again after 2 months, the new batch is going to start because SQL Server will start every 2 months. So if they miss this batch and again after 2 months only, so it will be March 6th, right? So April and May, yeah, April, May 6th or May 10th, the next SQL batch will be there. So ask them to attend this. So without SQL Server, don't jump into IT industry. One RDBMS and one programming is needed to jump into IT industry. RDBMS is not so complex. People are not learning properly because of that. It is complex. Okay, so tomorrow is Saturday, right? We are having a demo at 8 a.m. Okay, and this is MSBA demo. If you have tomorrow, if you have any friends, ask them to attend. If they wanted to learn Power BI also, no problem. So they let them attend, this demo tomorrow. Power BI candidates also can attend. So tomorrow 8 a.m. we're having this one because another 3 to 4 days our exercise gets over, then we'll start data warehousing and everything. Okay, so with that the new batch will start. Clear, guys? So any other questions? Thank you so much. And from Monday we'll deal with stope procedures. Okay, so prepare the CV, ask sample CVs for to my team. Don't change the projects and everything. Projects and responsibilities, you don't change it. Change the name of the project, or you may include some new projects. So responsibility will not change. SSIS and SSRS, SQL Server, those responsibilities will not change. Only project description may change. You may be working for Star Health. I may be working for Lombard Insurance, or you may be working for ICICI Bank, and Osman Khan may be working for Deutsche Bank. That's it. Only the project names, description will change. Roles and responsibilities don't change it. Clear? And keep not more than two projects, minimum two to maximum three projects. You can just keep it, and that's it. You can tell them that your educational background, currently where you're working. That's it. So you need to change the minimum things, and you should not spend more than 10 to 15 minutes or more than 20-30 minutes to prepare a CV and send it to me. If any modifications needed, I will modify it. I'll make the CV ready, right? Once the CV is given, you need to upload your CV into Naukri and Monster and all times jobs, at least 3 to 4, this one, and at least have proper internet, everything, and start attending the calls. Clear? So you may not be able to answer initially, but slowly you will be able to attend it. So meanwhile you also start doing your MSBA project. Clear? So daily you need to spend a minimum 20 to 30 minutes in Naukri portal to upload your CVs. Clear? So daily, if you simply upload your CV today and forget about it, then nothing will happen. So don't do that. Daily 20 to 30 minutes, you open the portals and apply. Look for SSIS jobs, apply. Look for ATL jobs, apply. Look for SQL Server jobs, you apply. Look for SSRS jobs, apply. You look for BI jobs. You need to search like that. You need to search, and relevant jobs you can just work, upload. Clear? So daily 20 to 30 minutes, either in the morning or in the evening, you got to, work. Because if you daily at 9 o'clock, when you, sit with the portal, So daily 9 o'clock when you're uploading new things and everything. So next day morning you will get calls. Clear? Because 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock next day, the recruiter will come. They'll see there is a CV arrived to their email box. They'll immediately call you, right? So whenever they call you, they'll say that everything is fine. So once it is shortlisted, we'll come back to you. So that's what they'll say. Recruiter will say, once your CV is shortlisted, we'll get back to you. So you store their number, and after one day, you just call them or ask them what happened to my CV, because for them it is a lot of CVs. They may forget, right? If you don't follow up, then definitely they don't respond, because for them 100 calls, they may miss some 10 CVs also. You don't get it, right? So it is your responsibility, store their name in your mobile number, and within one day you need to ask them. So you need to have one pen and paper, right? This is the call, I got it today. Did I reply? You ask them, simply put one SMS. Is there any update? This is Bhaskar Jogi for MSBI. So something like this. End of the day, you follow with the recruiters. So if you do that, getting a job will be in a 1 month, you will get a minimum 3 to 4 offer letters. 3 to 4, not only one offer letter. So this is how my students are getting. Clear? So job. When you have 3 to 4 offer letters, you can choose one company, right? So getting jobs are very, very easy, and I'll give you complete support. And if you're stuck anywhere technically, if you don't know how to crack the interview, how to talk in the interview, don't worry. So I'm there to help you, and I'll post a couple of interview videos also. I have recorded a few videos, so that I'm going to be posting, guys. So no worries, you watch those videos as well and this video as well, so that you are ready. Clear? So no student 100% ready anytime, right? So you never think that I will post my CV after 2 months. If you think like that, you will forget everything. So don't do that. So no student will be ready 100% anytime, right? So never think that I'll post not now. After learning everything, I'll post. So nobody can learn everything. Even if you ask me, do I know exercise completely? The answer is no. Even I don't know, right? So never think that I'll post my CV in month of April, month of May. Don't do that. You at least post and get ready. At least you have completed SSIS and SSRS and SQL, right? Then immediately you post it. So you may fail 5 to 10 rounds of interview. Nothing to worry. Clear? So you create the CV and do it, and we are there to support you. And if you have any friends, recommend them, and you give the reviews on this. Okay, so I'll give you one link. Give the review about my course. Clear, guys? So thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.